You know, what's the deal? It's your man T History. Watch your backside, watch your phalanges. Where the people at? Where my people's at? Tonight, you know what I'm saying? I got somebody that's gonna tell us a little bit about entrepreneurship and business, you know, and we just gonna have a good time with my bro Sean Dunn's interview. He's just gonna tell us a few things. I see I got one historian in the building. That's what's up. Let's keep tell a friend that history is on. You know, let's do that. All my peoples, you know what I'm saying, hold it down. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into this live interview. My brother, would you let the people across the nation know who you are?
What's going on with you, homie? This Sean Don, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm chilling tonight, man. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to the platform and blessing us with the information or, you know what I'm saying, some of the knowledge that you got. Um, First of all, would you let the people know like basically where you from and you know where you grew up?
Yeah, man. I'm from Virginia, man. From Portsmouth, from Virginia.
Oh,
Born
okay.
and raised, you know what I'm saying? Chesapeake, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised.
That's what's up. Could you like I always ask people, could you like give, you know what I'm saying, maybe from your youth, you know, and teenage years, like give us a visual of what Chesapeake, Norfolk, Portsmouth was about, what it was looking like as you was coming up as an adolescent?
I mean, like what you mean? It could be looking like many different things depending on, you know, the life that you live or the position that you was put into. So it can be looking like many different things and many different people. You know what I mean? So like in particular, like what you mean.
Well, I'm saying far as you know, you're right. I mean far as like was you into ball, was you, you know, going outside, you know, just like was you seeing stuff? Was it drug trafficking going on in your neighborhood? Was it a rough neighborhood? Was it, you know what I'm saying, peaceful? How was your you know what I'm saying, your environment around you coming up as a youngster?
I mean, I don't know, man. I guess like basically growing up for me it was kind of different because I won't never stable. So I was here for a minute, then I'd be there for a minute, then moms moved me here for a minute. And then, eventually I came to Holly, was out there for a few, and you know what I mean? I was kind of like a journeyman, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Born and raised more so in Portsmouth, you know what I'm saying? My people still there, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, really like where I'm from. But I didn't touch a little bit of everywhere in the 7-5, man. So, I know over
Okay.
there people that moved around. Different stuff just going on. You see a lot. Sometimes you're involved in a lot, you know what I mean? That's just what the city, what the 757 hold, whether it's
Oh.
drugs, whether it's this, whether it's that, it's a lot of different stuff out there that people involved in. It's what you
Mm-hmm.
see and what you don't see.
Right. I know it's a lot of, you know, back there's a lot of athletes, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talent out there as far as, you know, music and like I said, balling and stuff like that. Like I said, I was just trying to get a visual for the people, like how, you know, because that's how I am. I like to travel and I like to know what, you know, what certain places look like and what to kind of expect or just try to assume for myself certain things. But through your travels though, do you think that you coming up that way with like you saying you being all over the place, you think that it has your advantages, especially like what we're gonna get into, like being able to with business and being able to talk anything, you think that you picked up anything through your travels that way instead of being someone who might have stayed in one place their whole life?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I think that's the I mean, when you're going through it, you probably ain't looking at it like that, you feel me? But I think
Mm-hmm.
like overall, now when you can sit back and you can look at the moves and you meet new people and you know how to deal with different people attitudes, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's on the streets, whether it's incarceration, no matter where it's at, you able to adapt to any situation because you've been placed in uncomfortable places. You feel what I'm saying? So like when you able to survive in something that's uncomfortable, that become your norm. So like to somebody else, living in a house with two parents, that might be their norm. Somebody else living in a house with one parent or no parent is their norm. So you begin to
Mm-hmm.
adapt to that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think with me, running through the different places that I did at first, like I said, I didn't feel good though, homie. But now I'm able to deal like in any type of situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't never feel out of water. You know, unless it's something like this is more so a little bit out of water, mainstream type of just being in the face of people and stuff like that. But as far as any type of environment, able to adapt to it, able to flourish in it, you know what I mean? Because you've seen these people before, you just seen them in the area, not the person themselves, but you know the attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've seen them people before, you know what I mean? So it's not new to you, you know what I mean? So you know it's a gift and a curse with it. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, it has that. Did that kind of affect you in any type of way as a youngster? Like you said, if you've seen somebody or friends or just passed by people that had double parenting homes or somebody who might have more than you, did that weigh any type of burden on you, you think?
I mean, yeah, and not weigh on me because of what another person had, because I ain't never cared about what another person had. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But weigh on me as in the fact that sometimes you know you would think about your situation. It weighed on me to the fact to say I know what I'd be like. You know what I mean? Or what I try to be like. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no
Mm-hmm.
pops in the crib. I don't never seen them this, that, and the third. So I know that that ain't what I'm gonna be when I have my children. You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just different things. You know what I mean? So it just carry you in a different mindset. So yeah, it helped me a lot. Like I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I love it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't never felt no way about no person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's either I love you or I don't rock with you. You know, either you over there and I'm over here. It ain't no, we don't play the fence. You know what I'm saying? So it's either I deal or we don't deal. That's just how I take a person, no matter what they come from or what their background was like, or if they had two parents and I had one. You know what I mean? So that didn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as when you deal with a person, because you got to deal with that person, not their situation.
Right. I think this is the first time I'm gonna go here with this. Yourself, what I'm gonna ask you a few of these questions, just on one word things, and how do you feel about them? How
You say
um
one word, me say one word.
no, I'm gonna say one word. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, what does like God mean to you?
I mean, he mean everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Mhm.
he mean everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
you gotta have foundation. You gotta have something solid to stand on. Like I be telling dudes, I be like, yo, I'd rather, you know what I'm saying? You know, people get into that joint where they be like, well, you know, I know it's a high power. Man, listen, I don't know who the hell, what human or what anything in this world that you think scientists or anything can create the human body. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And oh, we came from an animal. Well, who the hell created the animal? You feel what I'm saying? Or this
Mhm.
came. Well, where the hell did that come from? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
The
how
cart
did it
before the
even get?
horse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, so how I even get here? You feel me? So like, I don't be getting how people be playing. I say, you know, I'd rather stand on something and believe in it and carry that with me. And if I get to the end and it ain't real, what did it hurt me? You know what I'm saying? If anything, it helped me try to be a better person. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But if I get to the end and it is real and I didn't believe it, you know what I mean? Or I ain't stand on it, then you're in the world of trouble, brother. You can't replay that, you know what I mean? But he everything to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you might deal with some people and you might can if you got money or if you got drugs or if you got this, you can give them that and you try to help them. You know what I'm saying? But what people don't do when they got God, they don't really try to give them to you to help you. You feel what I'm saying? Some
Hmm.
people try to give them to you and use it as a ruler on you or a measuring stick or whatever to it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Versus just trying to give you what's real. You know what I mean? They want to see you succeed or they want to see you, you know, yo, this was helping me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect, so I don't look at how I move, but I know that this would change my life or this would help me get from point A to point B. You feel me?
Hmm.
So, you know, it's up to you to drink the water. You know what I mean? You can take them there, but it's up to them to jump in, you know? So I love them, though.
Right. That's what's up. As we stay there, I would go from, I would say, what about the word, trust?
What about it?
How do you, I know, I'm sorry, sometimes I do be vague. How do you value, what is that, what does it mean to you? What does trust mean to you?
I mean, it means just that loyalty, trust, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it ain't a whole lot of that out here nowadays. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't really trust a whole lot. I don't really trust people at all. You know what I mean? Because like you just brought up God. Even the Bible tell you, if you believe in it, you know what I mean, that a man to deceive you unto himself. You know what I'm saying? So trust is like a hard thing. I don't really trust a lot of nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Loyal to some things. So like loyalty and trust is different. You feel what I'm saying? So like loyal to a lot, and a lot I feel and hope and pray be loyal to me. But you know what I mean? Trust, yeah. I don't really trust nothing. Don't really, you know what I mean? Because I talked to my wife, what I said before, like the wildest thing in the world to me is you can never know what a person thinking. Like you could be with a person for 50 years, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you can assume because you feel like you've been with them for 50 years and you know some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes 90% of the time you may be right about their actions. You can tell when they lying because you know them, but you really, really, really never know what a person thinking ever. Like people think some
Exactly.
wild shit. I know I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can never know. And you can love a person, or you can love yourself, or like anything, something crazy could just jump in your mind out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
so I can't trust that. You feel me? So I can't if I know a person's mind is unstable. I mean it's stable, but you get thoughts. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know what your thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? So whether you act on that thought or whether you don't, or whether I get thoughts in my head, I'd be like, where the hell that thought come from? Because I won't trying to think about that, or I would never even do something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like,
I
where
got
did it
you.
even come from in my brain right now? You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
so how can you trust that? The man, you can't.
Very good. Bro, I would say to what about the word integrity? Mm,
He said, yeah, I mean a lot. I mean, it's what you stand on. It's who you are. You know what I mean? It's your core, it's your character, what you built from. You know what I'm saying? But integrity can be people can be changed. Their perception, the way they move can be changed. You feel what I'm saying? You could deal with some people where you could have met them 20 years ago or 5 years ago, and they could have been living like I don't give a fuck type of lifestyle. You know what I mean? And for whatever reason, a change could have happened to them, and they morals and their values and what they stand for kind of change. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the each his own on how you take a person, on how you deal with it, but it mean a lot. That's what build relationships and people.
correct. Um, so next on our agenda, we want to talk about trials and tribulations. Do you want to you know, embark on any like trials and tribulations that you had in your lifetime?
I had many. What you want to know about?
Mm-hmm.
It just
Well,
depends.
like I said, we kind of skipped over, but that's why I was saying about like your environment and growing up. Like, was you the type of dude like in your back in the day? Because most of the black men is typical, especially in certain these urban communities, they get to touching and dabbling into drugs and doing street crimes and stuff. Was you ever at a time in your life like into any illegal activity that that might have put you in situations that you just had to handle as a man?
I mean, I've been through a lot of stuff, bro. All of us
Okay.
have, I think, at some level. You know what I mean? So it just depends on if you asking something, you ask it, and if it's indirect, or if I choose not
Okay.
that I
Oh
don't.
well, I would say, have you been? You ever incarcerated at any time?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I've been incarcerated a few times. You know what I mean? I've been incarcerated a few times for a few different things, but that's been
Hmm.
a while now. But yeah, I've been incarcerated a few times for a few different things, bro.
Well, it seems like you sound healthy. And everything seems good. I mean, was it a time like that you did, any time? And well, did you learn anything from like being incarcerated? Like as the times have happened, did you learn anything from them?
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I mean, because I say, like, you know, going through the incarcerations at first, it seemed like you ain't learning nothing. You know what I mean? And maybe it's because of what you're dealing with or what you're going through. And then a lot of times you are learning things. People learn stuff, but it's just the way that society has built for it to be. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been incarcerated where my actual longest incarceration, 4 years. You know what I mean? Dealing drugs and whatnot, and I wouldn't put that on the blame of saying, oh, my father wasn't here or this wasn't that. You know what I mean? Had a few other charges, you know, locked up for this, locked up for that. You know, what come with that lifestyle when you win certain games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, you come across people come across you, and it just don't mix. So you know what I mean? But by the grace of God, you stand away from all of that stuff. But you know, yeah, I learned a lot, man. That's actually where I really first found it. I ain't gonna say first found it God at, but knew it for myself that, like, yeah, this is something I'm doing that I gotta be focused. Won't like hook with no religious groups or nothing like that. Just stood on my own too. But Andy just taught me that it helped teach me integrity for, you know what I'm saying? Being that you brought it up, it taught me how to appreciate a lot of stuff, and then I also appreciate people too. You feel what I'm saying? You get to think about some people, you know what I mean? You get to think about those missed opportunities or those situations and different things that you've been in that you didn't take the full advantage of them. Or you get to think about people that you took advantage of. You see what I'm saying? For me, I don't know what the next dude do, but for me, but yeah, I learned a lot through that, man. It's just, you know, so it can shape you or it can break you. You know what I mean? You can see dudes been in that joint for a week, 2 weeks, or 2 months. Then there ain't getting no haircuts, just living reckless. You feel what I'm saying? So it can shape and break you. You know what I mean? It just depends. Some niggas go in there and they don't stand down. They get home early. You know what I'm saying? So you know, they come in there for 30, they out in 5. You know what I mean? It just depends on what position, what role you're gonna play, and how you gonna learn. Some people, they love it there. That's their home. They get right out, they come right back. They get out, they come right back. Like that's their home. That's all they know. But you know, it was built to keep us onto a different mindset. For us as black people, you know what I mean? It was black, brown, whatever you call it. It was built to keep us on a different mindset, though.
Right. I'll move further, but what does it mean to you to be, if well, I would say being a stand-up individual?
Like what you mean?
I mean, well, at first I like to ask, what do you think a stand-up guy, a stand-up woman is?
I mean, I think a stand-up woman, my wife. You feel me?
Right, good answer.
I think like a stand-up. I mean, it just depends, man. Like I say, all of that stuff is like personal things. You feel me? Like what I feel, what I might feel is stand up, the next person might not feel is stand up. I mean, a lot of things is gonna be around. It's gonna be straight across the board, the basics. You see what I'm saying? And that just basically comes down to loyalty, and it comes down to respect. You know what I mean? Because you can be loyal to somebody and don't have that much respect for them, or you can be respectful to a person and not loyal to them. You see what I'm saying? You walk in the courtroom, you will respect the judge. You respect that goddamn CO, whoever that deputy. You feel me? You ain't loyal to them though.
Right.
You feel me? So like, it just depends. You know, I it just depends. But I got to me, for real, just being honest, out of a bunch of niggas and a whole lot of things I done been through and people I done seen, my wife can most stand up any of it. You know what I'm saying? Any of it to me. I got brothers. I got a few brothers that stand up dudes, but I'm saying, you know, that's all whole bars against the wall that love you when all stuff is down. You know what I mean? She harder than most niggas.
Right. I just see it as like a lot of stuff. That's why I'm asking you, like the integrity and stand up individual. I think those two questions, because I think a lot of that and leadership is lacking in our communities these days. So that's why I embarked. I asked you those few questions to see, like, how did you feel? But like I said, it wasn't general, and I didn't ask you that way. One of the next questions will be like that, like not that you're a politician or anything, but what is something that you would like probably try to tell the youth of today of all the things that's going on, being a stand-up individual.
But one thing I do agree with you that it is lacking like today, like these young boys, especially where we from. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
these young boys out here wild and they don't got no principle with it. You feel what I'm saying? You remember like back in the day, like nigga, I know you too. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Uh-huh.
like back in the day, niggas on the block, you out there doing whatever you doing. You know what I'm saying? You see Miss Johnson pull up in the yard, she coming home or whatever.
Right.
It's the what I mean. She got groceries and all this. A pluck might be coming. You gonna take like take that gent up the block, bro. Catch them around the street, or y'all keep driving. Come back in. You know what I mean? Because you gonna go up there
Mm-hmm.
and you gonna help Miss Johnson get in,
Right.
get her groceries in there. You ain't gonna be disrespectful. You gonna pull your pants up. You gonna hide the burner. You gonna help Miss Johnson get her groceries and get Miss Johnson in the house safe. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Nowadays, these young niggas, they be like, "Fuck Miss Johnson." You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right,
They've
right,
been
right.
ran down on Miss Johnson's, took the
Right.
groceries, you know what I'm saying? Ran up in the crib. So like the principles and the more. So it's like, who raised y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, where y'all come from?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not enough blood in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like what's
Mm-hmm.
going on? You know what I mean? Like y'all don't. And so like they principles is all out of whack. You know what I mean? We listen to we listen to get money music. Like you just say they listen to get high music. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we smoke weed. You know what I mean? Some niggas smoke woos and did powder, but these niggas out here popping these pills, drinking that lean, they losing it. Like you on drugs, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you on real drugs too.
On real
Like
drugs too.
they drugs. They ain't in street drugs. You on pharmaceuticals like real ones. And like the each is own, and I don't really down. It's just like that. Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying. That's what you do. But like who raised y'all? A lot of people who was cool back then, you know what I'm saying? Very few is still cool right now.
Right.
A lot of them dudes who was squares back then, a lot of them is cool right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the older age, you see what I'm saying? Because they played the cards right. Like a lot of them other dudes, and I ain't shaming it because I've been a part of it, and I understand I was once that, but dead, gone, penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? Getting high, you know what I mean? Like whatever. I won't get high and all that stuff, and I ain't dead, you know what I mean? God forbid, but like been
Mm-hmm.
through the other stuff, been through that other part of the dirt, you know what I mean? Whether I
Right.
was putting it in the community or so been through it, you know what I mean? But it's principles and morals. So like, a lot of these dudes, man, you can't even talk to them, yeah, unless they do respect you. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
And sometimes they don't even respect nothing but your past, and a lot of people don't respect that too. And they
Mm.
if you putting in work now, they may respect you, or you know what I mean. They may
Right.
understand that they're gonna have an issue with you. It's gonna be a problem, but like they live reckless. They doing stuff, ain't getting no bag. 2 lives getting lost. You know what I'm saying? You take one, and then the one who did it, theirs gone. They can't even get no commissary pack sent to them, and
Right.
they on 50 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That jank don't sit in till you get 5 years in and you looking crazy. You know what I mean? Like I got homies that I used to run with that we was together, you know what I mean, did some things or whatever in the streets. And I think about them and appreciate them all the time. But I'm like, yo, these dudes got 50 something years or 40 something years. Like that's a long time, bro.
Right.
Got a homie that just came home for 20 something years. Like that's a long time.
Yes, it is.
And these young dudes, they ain't understanding it until they get in there and they 5 or they 10 years in. And they like, dang, I really got 70 years. Or I really got 60 years. Or I really got life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of these niggas coming home, they snitching. People loving them. They ain't even respecting it. You know what I mean? Like these dudes, so like it's hard to talk to them. It's hard to communicate with them. You know what I mean? But for the ones that is trying to listen, like being cool ain't cool. That ain't what's cool. You know what I mean? Finding your
Right.
own way, standing on your own too. That's what's cool. You know what I mean? Learning your own moves, not following the crowd. That's what's cool. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna say like all like of course, go to school, get your diploma. Like I ain't a big fan of college. Like my wife is, my son, he go to college, but like I ain't a big fan of college because I'm like, yo, you spend all that money to go to college. It's more poor, broke down, in debt college degree people running out here than it is college dropouts. You know what I'm saying? Or high school dropouts or whatever. And they run around here owing all these bills and got to pay all this stuff and still got like a 30, 40, $50,000 student loan. The government is the most craziest. Like, so I tell people, like, they don't teach our kids that. You see what I'm saying? They don't teach our kids business.
No.
They don't teach them what to do with your credit. They don't teach them, you know what I'm saying? To move this way and get this right for when you get the house and get this, you know what I mean? They teach them that only thing is buying a house. That's the American dream. That ain't nothing but a piece of debt, but you can call it what you want to call it, or move how you choose to move on it. You feel what I'm saying? So they not teaching us. And then these parents, someone grew up in our era, someone out of our era, they're not teaching their own kids. They letting the TV raise them, and the TV ain't helping. Because most of the grandparents our age, 30s and 40s, you feel me?
Correct.
Already, and you're a grandparent. So like, what can you tell them? What can you tell the kid? If I can come to school and cuss the teacher out, then my mama run right down here and cuss the teacher out with me. You know what I mean? And we ready to fight the
Exactly.
teacher. Me and my mama, like, so what can you teach that kid? What can you tell them? And the people just want to put new houses, or they want to tear down the houses and build up or whatever. But like, you can look what they did out the bar. They tore all that down, put them nice houses out there, and then them houses just as raggedy. Because they ain't changed the mindset of the people. They changed the area, but they ain't changed the people. The mindset of them. You know what I mean? They
Right.
ain't put no community center out there. They ain't go out there. You know, they ain't do nothing helpful, start a little rec league. They just chase the bread, chase what was going on, and just said, fuck the people. You know what I mean? So it's hard to try to communicate with someone. So it's like you gotta change it within yourself and within your household, within your square. You feel what I'm saying?
You're
If you
right.
got homies that you can be around, and that's what you spread to them, that's what you show to them. Because without that, they ain't gonna know. You know what I mean?
Is it one thing or anything? Because you just dropped a lot of gems right there. Where does the disconnect come from, though? Like I said, I never like when we talk about the music or we talk about life, like you just did display. It's like we're gonna put the blunt away. We was in the streets too, and we're not pointing a finger to them. But do you have any ideas where did disconnect come from? Where did it go from like us to now? Like where did that? You have any idea, or you know things that leads to that?
Yeah, it's stay getting. I have my own. I mean, it's stay getting disconnected. I have my own view on it, but you got to think that that's what our parents probably thought about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he doing this or whatever? But
Right.
and even the more this social media, and then the parents like wanting to be cool, like, and then it's like
Facts.
built into one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh, I love, you know, like people might not like to hear this, but like, oh, I love Obama, I love this, that, and the third. Like, I'm not anti-gay, I'm not against gay, I'm not against none of this, but I'm like, y'all say y'all a country after the Bible, right? So it's say in the Bible, you know what I mean? Like, God despised, you know what I'm saying? That, and the Constitution supposed to be like after the Bible, but y'all, Obama, place gay marriages in effect. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I
it's
think.
it's it's people cultivating, it's people wanting to follow something. I'm like, nigga, follow Jesus. But it's like it's people wanting to follow something. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the trend. That's what's going on now. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
The parent trying to be a friend, not trying to be a parent.
Exactly. That's where I was gonna go. Because that's where you like what you stated that the friend like Nana, our Nana was a real Nana, but now
Yeah.
Nana or Grandpa is us. But see, the difference is, and I especially I've been around. I know you, and the thing is, I'm not going to club with you. You, my little man, I'm not clubbing with you. I'm not like what you said about our parents. They would listen when we was listening to rap. Cut that off, boy. These parents is to listen to the music.
I
They
don't really
like
think
it.
it's the music, like you can't listen to it, but I
No,
do
no, I'm
agree,
not
like with the
blaming it.
part of going to the club, like like my oldest son, like I don't like he 20, 25, 26. I probably in those years, and it won't have had a drink with him, like allow him to be around me and have a drink probably like two, maybe three times. You feel he a grown man with a wife and a baby on the way. You feel me?
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying, bro. I ain't blaming it on the music. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I'm saying the difference is that not like what you said, the dude this one is just gonna bang. The one who really like, boy, come here and listen to this Amigos. You hear that new Amigos shit? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, and I get that part of how because me and my son, like my son might come out here with some dudes like my well not my youngest son was the youngest son, but like my 19-year-old, like he come down here, I'm rocking with him like, yo, I'm like, man, you heard of Jim Jones? Like he like, mm-mm. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? I'm talking to him. I'm like, you ain't never heard of Dipset? He like, mm-mm. I'm like, you ain't never heard of Dip? He say, well, I heard of Jewels. I'm like, yeah, probably Dipset, but that's the only dude you know. You know what I mean? Like he don't even know stuff. But he'll bang me down about Polo G and all these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? Dirt, all these dudes. And just for the communication level, like he may come down and be like, Pop, man, you hear this, you gotta listen to this. And I might listen to it. If I don't like it, I'm like, yo, I don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? If I like it, then like that's what it is. I mean, I think that can be like something cool for a communication level, but it still got to be a boundary. You feel me? I ain't your friend. I'm your parent. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to be open and come to me.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Don. Like I'm
Yeah,
with you with it, cause just like us and that, again, the difference is I know you would tell, man, we listen to the same type of stuff. We listen to gangster music. To me, that didn't influence us to, cause then we wouldn't even be here if we let that music. I mean, you can't say it didn't never have you amped in a certain time or doing
yeah.
something, but no, I get it, but not the same weight, you know what I'm saying? Now I just don't think on the same level. We knew right from wrong and we wasn't gonna let that turn us out like that. Depending on who you are, like you said, a lot of times it could be for each his own, but I just feel like a lot of people kind of respected what was their gangster and not their gangster a little bit more. But
Yeah,
like I
it's not
said,
that they had influence. I just think it's about like you say, doing what you're doing, but then when you in that environment, you feel what I'm saying? Like when you around that, you in that environment, like us listening to music, you got guns around, there's weed around, you got work around, you got like you in that environment, so you and then you listening in that, you know what I'm saying? Like it do play a part in it though. But that's when parenting come in. That's when real
exactly.
life and family, you know what I mean? People supposed to stand down and stuff come in. Like, yo, these niggas probably ain't even living this. This probably ain't even real in their world. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just
That
what you choose to talk about.
Right, Don. That's why I told these people a few times up here. I don't be like everybody telling like stuff that my friends like stuff that we even did, but like I would just say collectively, it's just crazy. Like what a lot of our normal be these people that been with me, they gonna hear this for the million time broken record. It's like we take things. You go into one of our cribs, or when you're in the hood. Not every household, but there and there. And like you just said, you got bud on the table. Dudes are just playing 2K. There's guns on there, and there's nothing. Mama in there or auntie in there frying chicken, and we just moving like that's the way it is. But that's not normal stuff, bro.
Yeah, that was normal stuff, but that's not normal stuff now because now you don't even want one of them little dudes coming to your crib because you worried about if they gonna come back up in there again without you there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, but because you
No,
never
that's
know
true.
what
I'm
these
just
people are
left.
into. That's why I say like it's crazy that you never know what a person thinking. Like you never know what these people into. You never know it because there's no respect, no play, no morals. That's like growing up. I come over your crib or you come over my crib or go over somebody's crib. Like I would never disrespect that code or disrespect my brother or disrespect the dude that I was, you know what I mean, and run down like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be straight up. It ain't gonna be no sneaky behind the back. Like you would know I don't rock with you. So, but I would never. But like these dudes, like you hanging around with this dude, you befriend him, you call him your friend, but yet you set his crib up to get robbed, or you set him up to get robbed. You know what I mean? It ain't like that this was the plan from the beginning, but like this what you did because you seen how this other person was living or this whatever. Like that's the morals. That's it's like who raised y'all? Because that's what y'all seeing growing up. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Y'all
right.
seeing these dudes who thought they was cool in school and thought they was this and thought that this what you seeing growing up. Like who raised y'all?
Yeah, so I want to move like a little further to like getting into what my brother is on these days. We're gonna turn up a little notch with some business. What you got going on in the business field, man? You can tell me a little bit about entrepreneurship and like what people can do. Like, how does it feel, or like the power of working for self?
I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a lot of hard knock lessons though. Most definitely with that. You feel what I'm saying? I deal with a lot of little real estate. You know, when I was in Virginia, we had the 2 stores. Did the real estate, got got a few 18-wheelers running and stuff like that, man. But it's a it's a humbling lesson. You know what I mean? I think I learned a lot more of how to do business from being in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Because I definitely don't got no college experience in it or nothing like that. But I just think I learned it from more, maintaining enterprising from being a part of the streets. That was a plus of learning. And then once again, from mingling around, going to different places, you learn people, you learn situations. You see what I'm saying? So all of that play a part into it, man. But at first it was the hunger for the money to become more entrepreneur, more in the business, and you got a family, dog. Like it's just a big difference when you can wake up, Lord willing, when you want to wake up versus you gotta be up and you gotta be here and you gotta go there. You think of them big major corporations, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, different places like that, like them people don't care about you. You know what I mean? JB Hunt, different places like that. You know what I mean? You just a worker for them. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So, they tell you when you can go and spend time with your family or when you gotta be there for them. You know what I mean? They tell you when you can
Right.
get these days off or what time you gotta get up and what time you can go back home and eat, and when you got it. Nah, that ain't a way of life. The whole time you making them rich, which is cool because they built the business. Some people gonna be workers, some people gonna be bosses. But it's a difference between being a boss and being a dictatorship. You see what I'm saying? So,
Correct.
it's just a big difference. You know what I mean? Like
So
I call the people that work for me my associates. I don't call them my employees. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just because I feel like we working together for one goal. You know what I mean? It's a team thing. It ain't about this, that, and the third, but it's positions in the team. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna be the boss, somebody gonna be the underboss, somebody gonna be this. I look at a lot of business on how I look at things in the streets. That's what helped me calculate certain things or certain moves or understanding. That's why even Elon Musk say some of the greatest people that he dealt with in business was ex-drug dealers or somebody from the streets. That's why Jay-Z doing it and moving how the way that he moved. You know what I mean? No college degree and no pun intended with it. You feel me? But
right, like you said, it's not for everyone, but if you can hone these talents or move in that direction, it would be in your best interest.
it's something that can
Um,
be taught. We got to teach each other. That's the problem. We don't want to teach each other. We don't want to communicate. We don't want to talk. That's just black men in the communities. You see what I'm saying? It's something that can be taught. Like I don't sleep with your wife. I don't sleep with your girl. I don't feed your kids. I don't do this, that, and the third. So I don't care about what's on your plate. So I'm not jealous to snatch your plate or to try to do something. I'm trying to get my own plate, and I don't mind teaching somebody. You know what I mean? Just like Fab saying the song. You know what I mean? I would just, like, I want everybody to eat, even if it's from my pantry. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the mindset that we gotta have as black people coming into business, being together. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure every Jew don't like each other, but they gonna get money together. You feel me? It ain't gonna be a big argument,
correct.
you know.
Do you? I mean, it goes so history. I know the John Lynch letter got a lot to do with it, but like, why are we so like in each other's way? Like, far as jealousy, not wanting to see one come up, not willing to do business with one another, like you said.
I mean, that's something I can't answer. I can only speculate from what I see or from what I've been through, or you just see stuff. You don't want to before you can blame it on the race. Okay, we was slaves, we was this, that, and the third, but okay. But backstabbing came from out of that. You know what I mean? We was all suppressed with, not us per se, but back in the day with your backs against the wall and people were looking for a way out of that. So they start coming off on each other, destroying each other to get ahead. You feel what I'm saying? I believe through that slavery stuff. You know what I mean? Even when you look at the Nat Turner movie, you know what I mean? You look at this, that, and the third, for real, everybody was just trying to get out and just be something. But you got those people in the world anyway. You feel what I'm saying? You got those people who gonna be squares and who gonna be this or who gonna be that, or who gonna be snitches or who gonna tell. And if you're a civilian, you're a civilian. But you got people you gonna pull each other down anyway. And like, you know, like a famous thing. Okay, we got crabs in the burrow. We got crabs in the burrow. What the fuck is the crabs doing in the burrow? Why is the fish in the net? You feel what I'm saying? They supposed to be free.
Right.
They compare us to the crab in the burrow aspect, but goddamn, if I'm already at the bottom, I'm not really, everybody really not trying to put each other down. You just trying to get out too. It's the ones that when you get out, you keep kicking the other ones back in. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody just trying to get out too. And so people begin to lose the distrust. I mean, look at it. Okay, we got Black History Month. If you like on social media and you see, they don't do it as much now, but like a couple few years ago, like you could be on social media and you may see people making jokes. The first person who had an attitude smoked the Newport. First black day. I'm like, damn, this is your culture. You feel what I'm saying? This I don't even believe in Black History Month. It's my month. It's my Black History every day. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody don't feel like that. Back in the day, it used to be, we proud to be black. When your parents was growing up, it was this, that, and the third, but it was still blacks killing blacks. It was still another black hating on another black to try to get ahead, to kiss this person tail or that person tail to try to get ahead. I don't know why it's like that, but I believe it just came from that slave man mentality that we can't eat together, that we gotta prove to this person that you this or that you that so that they can help you get ahead. You feel what I'm saying? Even with running business in the stores, we had the stores and stuff, like we got more love from people we didn't know versus people that we knew coming to the store and shopping and buying stuff. You know,
Always like that.
yeah, you can take your kids inside a store. Like, man, look, people bring their kids inside the store, let their kid run wild in our joint. Man, you take that same person, that same kid up in Macy's, they would beat the hell out of the child. Sit your ass down. So you know what I'm saying? But y'all respecting these people shit, but you won't
Exactly.
come into my shit and respect my shit the same way. You would never meet Mr. Mason in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or Miss Mason. You would never meet them in your life. But you gonna beat the shit out your kid to be behave well inside of them people's shit. And what come out their mouth, don't act like this around these white people. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Don't act like this around no people.
Nobody. Exactly.
You feel me? Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know, we cut. Just like you said, I seen it from any little hustle I had. You know how it is. Friends, how we do each other in that department. Like you said, I got a little storefront business, and dude coming in, he have a pocket full of money, but he's looking for discounts. He wants this. Oh, my friend, my this and this and this and that. But like what you said, you don't go to Foot Locker doing that. You don't go to Foot Locker. Them J's cost 180. You get that man $180 and keep it moving.
You better
Same
not
thing
have
with I said.
179.
No, 179 because you won't be getting them.
You won't be getting them, Jack.
You won't be getting them, Jack. And but when it comes to us, you want them for 175, and then gonna turn around and want a 3.5 for $40. You
Yeah.
mother, so that's just things that's this bad. Um, how was it first for you? I would say if we go just briefly with the trucking, if somebody was doing good, what would be like a ballpark figure that can bring in annually if you had like say a couple of trucks?
I mean, hey, a couple of trucks. That's limitless, bro. You gotta think this is almost like a 800 billion dollar business. You feel what I'm saying? Trucking itself. You know what I mean? It's income every day. You know what I mean? It's residual income every day that you see every day. You gotta it's not just about getting a truck. You really need to know your stuff before getting the truck, not necessarily knowing how to drive. Like, you know, you see a lot of these people on Instagram and different things. They like, yo, we teach classes. You can do this, you can do that. You don't need your CDLs. Come out here for do this. Pay 1,500. Pay. I mean, because that's what should be done. You should sell the hustle. The hustle should never be free. That's what people done did all the times. You see what I'm saying? But it just depends. At a couple of trucks, 3 trucks, you'll be at about like about a couple of mil, about like a 1.5 to 2 mil easily, and that's without having no contracts, grossing a year. You feel what I'm saying? But you can also lose all that. You can also be in debt. You can also, so it's just about the way occurring the business with trucking. Like right now, it's tough as far as trying to get into trucking. You feel what I'm saying? Because when COVID happened, like we got in the truck and we've been in it for like 5 years. But
Just try hot sauce or something. Don those words around here. It's like putting a
hot sauce,
44, yeah, 44 Magnum. Using that
what
word
is
is
that?
dangerous on the YouTube streets. That is that thing that they got floating in the air. The reason why you got to wear the mask. If you use it
What you
again,
say? What's
just
44 Magnum? I'm lost, bro.
huh?
What you mean? I'm lost.
I said using that C word on these airways is just like the impact of a 44 Magnum. So
Mm.
try to slang that
Yeah.
C.
Okay. I'm with you. But I'm saying, well, we know when the pandemic happened, you feel me? That kind of it catapulted a lot, and then it did it a lot. But that was like the best time to get in trucking, to be honest. Because like a lot of people won't have any jobs, they losing jobs, but that was the only thing that was moving. That was the only thing that was helping essentials get the way they needed to be. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct. Hmm.
Um, so that was like the best time to get into trucking. Like right now, it's a trucking shortage. It's truck driver shortage. But also where the pandemic hurt is it stopped production. So now you got nobody working in these places or nobody wanting to come to work because they can get the unemployment checks or whatever. So a truck that are normally back then would have cost, say like my first truck that we bought, we paid like 32, like it was like 28, 29,000 with the finance came out of like 32,000 or whatever. Um, that same truck right now today, if you try to buy it, it'll be double that price or more
Wow.
because productions is down. You know what I mean? Like the company where we get our trucks from, we just tried to go up there to get another one. Like what about a week or two ago? We on a 3-month waiting list. Because production is down, they
Dang.
stop building, they stop making trucks, they start trailers. You can't even get no trailer. They stop building, they stop making trucks. You feel what I'm saying? So you can gross enough. You just got to know how to manage it, and you got to know how to scale your workout. One of the biggest things that I didn't do starting off, and I took some hard knocks of learning. You know what I mean? That I didn't do was starting off was trust people. Like I said, I don't trust, so trusting people as far as scaling my business out. I now scale them out to companies, but when you building your baby, you want to try to build it in house. Or that's what I believe in, building it a culture in house. My friends, my brothers, my homies, you know what I mean, trying to get together and link with them. Let's put some bread together. Let's do something. But not everybody is on that same note. But it's the growth process in it, man. I loved it because of the everyday residual. It won't nothing more closer to me with doing that in trucking, even though I'm in the real estate or something that was close to like, the hustle of drug money that you get money every day. You feel what I'm saying? You can be broke literally right now today. If you own a truck, you can have no dollars in your pocket right now today. And if you got your CDLs and you own a truck, if you wake up tomorrow, Lord willing, you can hop in that truck and have at least 1,500 to 2 grand, 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You can have whatever you need to have in your pocket that next morning. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I got you.
That's what intrigued me back. I was caught on to that, but that also what stunned me in it because I was just more so excited by that and chasing the money instead of starting to learn and chase the craft of it and letting the money come. But it just depends. You got to be dedicated to the business because FMCSA is not a game. They don't play. Uh, you got to be on top of your drivers with how they moving your truck around because you're not out there on the road with them, right? So you trusting people once again because you ain't putting it all on yourself. Say if you had your CDLs, you come drive for me. I'm trusting you to be out there on the road to abide by the rules of the road and do what it is you got to do to make sure the load gets to point A to point B at the same time. They abide by the laws because once you a simple small speeding ticket where an officer will pull you over and say, okay, we just giving you a warning, or changing the lane the wrong way in those trucks, we just giving you a warning. To the driver like, okay, cool, I'm just getting a warning, no harm, no foul. But once they file that paperwork, that goes to the federal motor carrier and that damages the owner. You feel what I'm saying? It damages the company. So now they're starting to get fines or they're starting to get ready to be audited and have to deal with the FMCSA and getting their scores taken down And once your scores start to come down, now you're not getting as much money, or you're not taking as many loads, because companies won't deal with you because they put you in a safety bracket then. Now your rating, your safety rating has went down. So it could be damaging, and you could put a lot of money into it and say, okay, I got a couple of trucks. This is what I'm gonna start and do. But if you don't stay on top of your top, it can destroy you too. You done invested all this money, and now it ain't like you don't have the trucks. It ain't like you don't got the trailers, but your trucks can't move because the federal people have now shut you down. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know, it could be plentiful, it can be great. You know what I mean? Lord willing for us, business has been great. You know what I'm saying? But
How,
it could be damaging though too. So you just gotta maneuver it the right way.
um, how did that feel for you to be able to offer a family man, or somebody who worked hard? How does it feel to offer someone a job?
I mean, it felt good, and it felt bad too. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean? I done had gave a family member a job before, and he done got us for over $250,000. You feel what I'm saying? So you have those things, but
Wow.
sometimes that's you know, and that was right around the time, when my brother got killed, when I was going through that situation, you know what I mean? So, and that was in the real estate game. Just trusting somebody and putting them in charge of your baby. So like, that was my biggest thing still. Like I say, that's why I went and source a lot of work out. But that's the only way that you can grow too. You know what I mean? But it feels good, man, especially to get my own kind, for us to get ahead. But strangely though, in doing that, they like in hiring your own people and trying to. I had to start telling people that I don't own the company, bro. Like I'm just a middleman. Like yo, because
Wow.
yeah, people wanted to start relating to you then, because they getting to meet the owner of the company. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to start telling people like I don't even own the company. I'm just a worker. I'm just a worker that's out here in the area, and I'm, you know what I mean. I'm the middleman, so don't come at me with your discussions and stuff like that. Let me get back to you, because people start looking at you like, okay, you young, you black, and you this, that, and the third. Well, how did you get this, or how did you get that, or where did this come from? Or what you don't mind sharing the knowledge, not know my background, my history, dog, but the knowledge of how to get this bread, how to get this bag with that. You feel what I'm saying? And then people begin to start trying to relate. Like we're not friends, bro, for one. You know what I mean? Like you work for me. I'm not carrying you as a worker. I'm not running around here like, oh, I'm the boss man, I'm the boss man. But it is still a level of respect, and it still got to be a chain of command, because you wouldn't be working for JB Hunt questioning them or asking Mr. JB Hunt his personal business. You feel what I'm saying? Or on no aspect like that. You feel me?
Well, my fault, y'all. To knock both of us out of here. I don't know what happened to Don. He knocked me out first, and then him. Hopefully, he'll come back up to finish. Don, you in the back? You still around, brother? Another thing knocked me out. We was just talking business, you two. Jeez. Study logistics and looking at loads, boards, and all the insurance and qualifications to run a trucking company. And you better get an icy pack for that back on, Rich. Relax. You're not a spring chicken, man. You're out there shoveling snow. I be seeing all those infomercials. I seen six out there shoveling yesterday too. I didn't even know Mizzou get all of that. Got snow like that. But Rich, you might want to look into one of the machines at them infomercials. Give them a chance to see what they talking about. One of those blow machines that ain't too much. I could have got done back. Okay, I'm glad that you was able to make it back.
Yeah, man. But yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's a good thing in the trucking thing, man. You know what I mean? It's just about, then you got to be aware of where you get your truck from too, bro. That's like a big thing. Like you got a lot of these like leasing companies out here, like OTR, uh, Lone Mountain. You know, you hear about a lot of these leasing companies. My big thing, you know, just starting out. My big thing was like, I want to buy my stuff. I want to own it. I want to own it. I want to own it. But that was also a great downfall. So like the most important things too with getting money that you know, you gotta have a driver, and your truck gotta be moving. You feel what I'm saying? It's meaning working mechanically, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Those the biggest things with dealing with the people. Like I was saying, like people feel like they know you, or they can be like, "Oh, he young, he got this. I can do that too." It ain't it? All right, cool. You can do that. So if you're not doing it now, let me teach you how to do that. Let's grow, because I don't want you to be under my thumb forever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let me show you how to get to the bread or do what you got to do. But most importantly, if your truck is not working right or not running right, then you're not making money. You feel me? So they got like these type of companies. I don't really want to keep saying their names or get them no shine up, but they got like these type of companies where you can go get leases. My thing, like I said first, was I want to buy, I want to own, which I believe was the wrong move. Now it's cheaper. You go to the auction, you buy your truck, you get it fixed up, or you know, you go use your credit. Man, if you go use your credit, you can go to because there's different ways you can get a truck. You can use your credit, or you can go to some of these leasing companies and you can put down lease a lot less money. Say like one place that I was saying, like they give you 2015, 2016 trucks, older model trucks, right? And probably 500,000 miles on the truck already. Which these trucks will go to 1 million, but like a lot of the major companies or brand new trucks, people start to really get rid of them when they hit 500,000 and sell them to these off-brand leasing companies. And you can go over there and get a truck for like $5,000 down. But the thing is, you get the truck for $5,000 down, and then you got a third-party warranty. And these warranties, they don't tell you when you get them up front, unless you're just a super paperwork reader. Um, they don't cover your parts and things in full, so they got caps on them. But you may have a 2-year warranty. You feel what I'm saying? So if you done already got your warranty and you did this, that, and the third, and say a part break up on your truck, like for instance, I went through a situation. First truck I got, wanted to just buy my stuff, wanted to own it. A part went on my truck, cost $14,000. I hadn't even been on the road for 2 weeks. I hadn't even had my driver in the truck for 2 weeks, bro, and the joint cost $14,000. The loan, not the loan company, but the warranty company only paid half of that bill. I just spent bread to get the try to put 13 grand down. Had to get my tags. The tags was about $2,500. Had to get the insurance. That was like $3,500 down. Just spent out all this bread. You feel what I'm saying? And the truck go down. And out of the 14 grand, I still had to come up with 7 grand to get the truck back on the road. So I say that to say I won't pay number $1,400 a month payments, which is sweet on the truck. You see what I'm saying? But I changed my motto from talking with my partner from going from wanting to own and buy the truck to getting newer trucks, but on a lease, but on a good lease from a leasing company that's going to take care of all the maintenance and that's going to take care of any breakdowns. Because you got some leasing companies, like I say, you can go to and put a little bit of $5,000 down, $3,500 down, but you are then responsible for everything that happens with that truck. They don't cover nothing. They don't cover anything. You see what I'm saying? And they'll probably charge you like $500 to $700 a week for the truck. Versus, say, like I got a couple of 2020, 2021s. They might cost me $1,000 a week for leasing, but they brand new. I got them probably with like 10,000 miles on them. I got a 750,000 mile factory warranty on the trucks. So I'm paying for the peace of mind that if anything happens with my truck again out there on that road and it break down, only thing I'm gonna lose on is I might gotta put my driver in the hotel and I might don't have no rent, but I'm not gonna have to come out my pocket with anything to get the truck fixed. You see what I'm saying? So that's the big thing when it comes to the money issue of the truck.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that's quite interesting.
You say what now?
Oh no, I was just waiting on you because this thing was when I had to mute the mic because it was starting to be have the echo. But you was finished with that part.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Uh,
you know, as far as we getting the truck and stuff like that, and the money you can make, it's a lot of money you can't make. You know, I'd rather tell a person the negative side, like this your worst case scenario, bro, instead of just lying to a person and tell them like, yo, it's all good, it's all great. Now getting to the bag of it, you got that good truck, and like you may feel like okay, $1,000 a week, that's a lot of money. But $5,000 a week, a lot of money. This truck can gross me 8 to 10 grand a week. One truck, you feel me? If it can gross me that a week minimum on a bad week, 6,500 on a good week, anywhere from 85 to 10 grand. You can gross that a week. You know, so now you got a good driver, whether it's you or somebody else driving.
yeah, that's great.
You feel what I'm saying? You got a good driver, you got a good truck, you know your truck running, then you can get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Fuel that's gonna cost, you know, so you just gotta manage how you break it down. Like me, okay, I say okay, per truck make me cost $1,300 a month per truck for that's just insurance, right? Um, Fuel doing 2,500 to 3,000 miles. Like I got a system, but doing 2,500 to 3,000 miles a week, you probably burn about $1,500 in fuel. You see what I'm saying? So you already at that's what 3. You already at 6. That's 6. So that's 7 and some change. You already at for the month with your insurance and with your fuel bill. You see what I'm saying? So you at about 6 grand. Then you got your insurance. That's another 13. So let's just call that 7,500 that you at with fuel and insurance. And then just say your truck payment. So like let's use your truck payment. Say if you go the route I'm telling you, you go with the leasing and you paying $1,000 a week or anywhere from $750 to $1,000 a week leasing. Let's just say $1,000 a week. So that's another 4 grand. You feel what I'm saying? So now you at 11,500. So you know you looking at like damn, I'm paying 11,500, and this without any miscellaneous things happening, tire busting and stuff like that. And this without driver pay too. You know what I'm saying? So you're at this amount that you paying out just to keep the truck up and running, 11,500. But if you're doing just say the average of 8 grand a week, or let's just say you're only doing 7 grand a week. You see what I'm saying? You still at 28,000 for the month grossing before you got to take that 11,500 out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
And let's
great
call it
money.
11,500. Let's call it 12. You see what I'm saying? Let's call it 12. Or let's just even say, you know what I mean, with paying your drivers, let's say you have a little things and you put up some bread and you're able to save it. And let's just say you got that going out of that 18 grand, it pays for everything for that month. That's still a 10 grand profit that you put up for that month, which you would put up a lot more. But you feel what I'm saying? If that's like terrible numbers on the scenario. So you're easily able to put away with one truck, with a good truck running, a good driver driving it. You're easily able to put away a minimum of $10,000 to $20,000 a month. Put away, you know, for home. You know what I mean? That's with all bills paid. You know what I'm saying?
Um, what we gonna do is because we like more than halfway through it. Like I do everybody done. I have a little quick game that I want you to play. I just ask you a question. You just give me the answer to. You can hear me. You can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, so I'm just gonna ask you a question and then you just answer which one fits you better.
Yeah.
Hold up, and then after that, Rich, before you start, because I asked them for questions, we're gonna get back to that after we do the game. I'm gonna see if they got some questions for you, starting with this one, and we're gonna get to the game, and then after that, we're gonna finish it up with a few things, and we'll be wrapping it up. Um, the question that Rich is asking now, Don,
You
is
said the
there
question.
any? It's just a question.
Okay.
Don from Rich Martinez. Don, is there any dot regulations that you have to follow in any dot inspections?
He say dot. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
most definitely, and I'm telling you for real. See, like a lot of dudes that's in this trucking game or that's in any of this hustling game, they don't be trying to get this stuff up, yo. They make people pay for it. I don't really care. I mean, I care because I sell it too. But like for your show, I'm getting it up. So if people up here like this good information and knowledge, like I don't even know. But you say like DOT regulations, yeah, of course. That's what I was talking about. That's the FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier. So it's every regulation you gotta follow. Like they your daddy. You know what I mean? Like if you don't follow them, they can shut you down.
Yeah, you gotta listen to everything that they say, or it's gonna
Yeah,
be a problem.
so that's why it's good with sourcing stuff out. So the smartest thing to do when you even start out is to get you a company called a compliance company. Get you somebody like my DOT compliance guy. He used to work for DOT for 20 years. You see what I'm saying? He used to be with them for like 20 whole years, but now he on the other side, like just like if you had a lawyer, he used to be a prosecutor. Now the lawyer ain't no prosecutor no more. He a defense attorney. He want to work with the dope boys so that he can get the money. So like dude working with the truckers now. So that and teaching us and showing us. So you need to have somebody to stand in the middle between you and DOT. Because them rules change every day, B. Like they change every day. You feel what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
many regulations. I mean, and it's stuff that you can't even know about. Because like some you might own a truck. You ain't no mechanic. Your driver can get pulled over on the road, and your brakes might be wore down a little bit. That's a fine. You feel what I'm saying? If they want to, you can have a load on your truck trying to get it from point A to point B. They can shut you down and make you stay right there until you get that fix if they want to. So
Wow.
it's like yeah. So it's like a lot
Uh,
that you gotta be up on.
all right. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna do the game real quick. Basically, like I said, I'm just gonna ask you two questions. Which one better fits you? You ready?
I guess so. Because I don't know what's going on. Just
No, just the mic.
no.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just gonna you're gonna see. It's what's the name? Because I'm not giving them credit because I was doing it before. But build or destroy.
It depends what we building, what we destroying. But I say Bill.
Thick or thin? Thick or thin?
I'm always thick.
Natural or weave?
It depends. I take it either way because some ladies behind long hair and they just don't feel like having it done, so they got it. You know what I mean? Corn rolled up, got the weave in. I take it either way, long as they taking care of it.
City or country?
Man, shit, I love the country now. You know what I mean? Now that I done moved away.
My fault, y'all. You know they playing with us. We just gonna try to wrap this up. Donna come back and finish the questions. Like I said, on six or even Cypher, he was talking about trucking or any like real estate, any type of business, small business, entrepreneurship. I know you just came, but if you have any questions, because after this we're gonna get those questions and then we're gonna end it. Don, you are showing your face. If you're shook, if you're scared, say you're scared. You're showing your face, bro. Yeah.
We talking about scared, say you scared.
Now I know what it is. Uh, we're gonna go with fight or shoot.
That depends too. You asked me some tough questions. You know what I'm
All
saying? Yeah. I mean, I ain't playing no games. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna go ahead and lay you down and just keep it moving. Hey, bro, you know I got my gun rights too now. You know,
yeah, so oh Lord, they
yeah,
done gave you a gun. Get
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck.
I don't went to court. Hey, listen, I don't went to court with them people. They done gave me all my rights back. So yeah, we got.
Oh my goodness, Lord.
We ain't got time to play.
I know it's a lot of limping motherfuckers around here.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't even gonna tell you what Gwen said, but we're gonna keep it moving.
You say Gwen? Who is that?
I'm just playing anyway. I'll talk about I said Mom Dukes, but I'm just
Oh,
put.
tell her what's good. She know what time it is.
You know she do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo,
We're not getting out here and getting sweaty. We trying to make it back home.
hmm
Yeah,
car or SUV?
man. Hey, I'm in. I love the pickup truck right now. A good, comfortable one. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm on it.
I already know the answer. I'm being funny here. Puma or Nike?
And y'all know the damn answer, Nike, nigga.
Puma.
You want to say, yeah.
Floyd or Sweet Pea?
Mm. I'm from Virginia though, but I just got to stick to facts. I got to go with Florida.
All right. Um,
From Virginia.
Yo, the funny thing is, Don, the last time I went to Miami, I seen him, bro. I was looking over my shoulder. That's why I give him his credit. I used to be hating on him, but he the boy deserved it.
When we was in Miami.
Nah, I went again. I went again like last year
Okay.
for like a couple of days, and I had looked over my shoulder and I seen a guy jogging. I was like, that got to be a boxer, but I won't pay no mind. I looked over and it was Floyd. It was like 2:45 in the morning. That's why I give him his props because he don't be playing in a major city like that, and he getting it in. Like he don't be playing like some of them kids. He deserved to do what he do. Um, Patron or Casamigos?
I don't drink tequila for real, but if I had to buy, I buy the Patron.
Okay. Movie or documentary?
Why not? Why not series? It depends. I mean, it just depends on what it's about. It depends on what it's about. I'm more into these series right now. 50 really killing them, but it depends. It depends what it's about.
Yeah, that would be close to the doc. Rose or Jay Z?
Jay,
Action or drama?
action, bro.
Looks or substance?
I want both.
Can't have both.
Mm. Well, you can't have an ugly girl that got a lot of substance. And then you don't want, to have
Uh,
a beautiful woman that ain't got nothing. You say you can't have both. This should be like we should take a drink. Then I'm gonna take a drink.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it got to be substance. Then most definitely, got to be substance.
Oh shit, my fault. Condo or mansion?
I don't know, but one of your people talking about drama. Who is Six Bros?
That's stick girl.
Drama. She talking about drama. You
I
say,
didn't ask it. No, because I asked about a film after
hey,
Ross
hey.
and what's her
Oh,
name.
you
Then
were
you,
talking about film? I thought you were talking about in real life. Hey,
yeah.
yeah, a drama is good though on the film. But what you was saying, you said what you just asked me?
Now the last one was on condo or mansion.
Mm. Am I old? Getting older? I just like a nice penthouse like condo. Getting older, yeah.
Yeah, warfare's gone. Warfare days. We need that mansion. Um, House party or club?
I'm personal, so house party. Not too many people though.
Players club or house party?
What's a player club?
What?
You said
Players club
players
or
club?
house party?
You talking about like a strip club?
Movies, bro. You already answered the club
Oh,
joint. It's a
you talking
play
about
on.
players club or house party?
Yeah.
House party, y'all.
Tyson or Ali?
Damn. I mean, Ali was before my time a little bit, so I gotta go with Tyson. But I love Ali. I'm just going with what I know. You know what I mean? Tyson, my girl.
Facts. Chappelle or Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart. I like Chappelle though, but Kevin Hart, yeah.
Chris Brown or Usher?
Chris Brown from VA.
Fish or beef?
Fish.
Paper or plastic?
What, at the grocery store?
I mean, that could be a couple of ways, you know. That's why I put it there because it could also be it could be cash money or the
I'm
debit
taking the
credit
paper.
card.
I'm
Okay.
taking I like cash.
Boxing or UFC?
Boxing.
It's kind of around here, but own or lease?
Hmm. And you know what? Did you say that? This was so crazy, right? I don't know what to say because like before, like I was just telling you, I want to own. I want to own. You be saying you want to own. You want to own. Now, if it comes to a house or property, then you want to own it. If it comes to a vehicle, I'm no more about owning a vehicle. I'd rather lease it because it lose value the day after you. You know what I mean? It lose value as far as a car and stuff like
Right.
that. It lose. So I'm kind of both. Property, houses, I want to own that. You know what I'm saying? But vehicles, man, lease it because I can get it back. You know what I mean? It lose the day that it moved 1 mile. That's not worth the money you just paid for it. You feel me?
Well, even yeah, because you can't. Yeah, and so even with jewelry, then right? Not that you saying.
Jewelry, I'm buying that. So we ain't renting that. We buying that. You know what I'm saying? We buying that, we ain't getting it back. But I'm saying as far as that's just like the candy stuff that you like to have. That's just like the tricks and treats. But when it comes down to some real stuff, to that bread, to like I say, to them homes, I wanna own them homes. I wanna own that property. I wanna own that land. You know what I mean? I wanna own them buildings. I do. And I'm going to keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as when it comes to like them cars, like we own a few now, but like I'm more about leasing. I would tell my wife, like, I ain't never buying another car to own it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna just lease it. So in 3 or 4 years I can get it back. It ain't mine. You know what I mean? I can get something else new, something fresh. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't take it with me when I go.
Mm,
And it ain't gonna do nothing but cost me more to have it. You know what I'm saying? But that property, them homes, they grow value on it. They grow interest. They grow. You see what I'm saying? The equity grows on it.
okay.
It appreciates. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. 90s rap or present rap?
Definitely the 90s, nigga. I don't know what we're talking about out here now.
Street money. Street money or legal money?
Legal. Because you can make it move like street money.
Are you like a do it your own, fix it, or would you have somebody do it for you?
I'm gonna do it myself. We're gonna build a team, we're gonna learn it and know it and then teach it.
Fades or braids? Fade or braids?
I'll take the braids.
Sweatpants or jeans?
It just depends. Taking another drink. Nah, yeah, I rock with the jeans. It just depends. I like sweatpants too. It's crazy. I got on from now, so it just depends.
You do like sweatpants. I got sweatpants.
Yeah, I like the sweatpants.
Um, boots or kicks?
Give me the kicks.
Some can say it the same, but it's a difference. Rich or famous?
I just want the bread. You keep the fame. That's what on my face. I just want the money.
So we're gonna go with a couple more. We're gonna wrap this up. Um, what does the family mean to you, bro?
What that's who?
Family.
Family. I mean, everything is loyalty. Without it, you don't got it. It ain't gonna be happy in it all the time, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know what everybody else do, but like I tell my family, especially the ones that live inside these four walls with me, like this our boat, this our ship. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom matters. People on the outside, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the outside of my house, they matter. But inside my four walls, we what matter. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta all be on the same page. because we can't have no water getting in the boat because one of us done poked a hole in the boat. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Oh,
so family definitely, definitely.
um, you had one a couple years ago. What how old is your youngest?
He about to be.
Two, you said?
He about to be.
Okay, so tell us from 2 years ago to 20 years ago, how's fatherhood?
I mean, it's a lot better now because you know me, so like 20 years ago, I was running wild. You know what I'm saying? So like you know how I used to get on, so you know what time it was with me. So like 20 years ago, man, like I ain't get a like my first son, like when Tay was born, like I won't even able to be there because I was on the run. You feel what I'm saying? They was chasing me down behind something, so I couldn't even be there to see.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
basically to be here
yeah.
now with my son, like I don't have no fear ever going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Unless I gotta defend my family or defend myself, I don't got no fear of. I don't have no fear of not being here. I'm not in and out the house. I'm not running around up and down the street. You know what I'm saying, nigga? The lights turn dark. My eyes get tight. You feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So being, I mean, I'm a father already, regardless. That don't matter. But being able to be in the house every day, not going nowhere, but you know, spending that time, not in the streets, not with this girl, and then with this girl, just spending that time being dedicated, being the best part. You know what I mean?
Yo, you sparked something that I think I never asked even back then, a long time ago, right? Could you express to me, or express to like how, and you can explain a little bit more what the question comes from, if you want to. But when you first got in trouble, and then we couldn't go to school and shit, and then a lot of people, like your friends, you have friends and associates that then they were scared or wouldn't even like be around you and stuff like that. How did like where was your headpiece at that time? Like how did you? What does that feel like?
Oh, I mean, you talking about when I was facing murder? I mean, like, I ain't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because either you love me or you don't love me. You know what I mean? What I'm going through. Um, like I said, you got civilians, and then you got street people. You feel what I'm saying? So, uh, really, none of my friends really turned coat. You know what I mean? Like a lot of y'all stayed down. You know what I'm saying? Um, Friends wouldn't even turn against me, and they serving years. You see what I'm saying? Still to this day, 20 years later. You know what I mean? So like really nobody never really turned their back on me or never made it seem as if, I mean, he wild or he do this or he do that, but you know what I mean? Other than that, it was never really, because I never really treated a person different. You know what I'm saying? When I
Right.
got busy,
True.
I got busy. You know what I'm saying? That's
Facts.
what people had to deal with, but I never treated a person different because, oh, I think I'm this, I think I'm that. You know what I mean? I just stayed who I was. You know what I mean? People stayed who they was with me. You had people you had people who, you know what I'm saying, was that weren't loyal in that situation, but things happen for whatever reason they happen for. I wouldn't say I want to go through it again, but I appreciate the process of going through it. I appreciate what I learned in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I asked, man, me being who I am, well, you know what I am to you and vice versa. I'm extremely proud of you, you know what I'm saying? That's not to that ain't no way from like no sympathy shit. It's just the realness. We did a lot of stuff and we was around each other a lot every day doing shit in our small little circle. And you used
Yeah.
to put it down for us. Um, is there
Well,
anything
I
that
this
you
joint
would
up
like to?
soon too.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'm about to wrap this joint up soon too.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We done now. That's what I was saying. I was gonna ask you what the last thing. I was just gonna ask you. Is there anything that you would want personally that I didn't ask you? it's a million things I didn't ask you, but it's just something that you want to express or let the people know about yourself, or anything that you want to put somebody in the right direction, or getting into business, or like, you know what I'm saying, if you feel like you're a consultant, or got consulting skills or anything like that, let it be known, brother.
I mean, we do all of that, man. But I got the Instagram joint. I don't know. I don't even know the name of it because I don't really be up on it like that. Like maybe you can post it or something like a little bit later. People can get at me that way, or they can just get back at you so we can do part two. You know what I mean? That way it could be more people can probably like hop in or something. You know what I mean? We can do it live like that. I rock with you one time like that. Face value, show my face. We kick it like that. However, you know what I mean? And, we can have a good time with it. So just set something up for the second interview, and we can do a part two to it. You know what I mean? And
All
bring it
right.
to the
I mean, and like I told you, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you my brother. You welcome to come up here anytime. Like I told you, a lot of times besides this, I usually have a few people up here. It'd be people, and we be discussing any type of thing. So like anytime that you know around the house and you
I
ain't, you
probably
know.
don't want to talk to a lot of people or discuss it with a lot of people, but like this
Well,
was
it
cool.
don't gotta be personal. It don't gotta be personal. I know what you said. The next time it's a part two of an interview for like the people to follow up and see what you was doing.
And for
Yeah, but I'm
real
just.
business ideas though.
Oh yeah, like I said, I have different people that just sometimes come around, and you would know it if you listen in or whatever. You would know when it's the time to peek in and be like, oh, that's one that I can. It makes sense for me to come up there on, or vice versa. But for now, then you could he ain't could probably come back. Cindy, you came at the last second. Um, I appreciate everybody that came and, you know what I'm saying, rock with us for this hour and some change to get to meet on Sean Don, talking a little business and talking about his background coming up from the streets or whatever. And I didn't want to get too vivid with it because, you know, certain people still, you know, have, you know, you're never out when you've been in. So there's a lot of stuff that I left alone, you know what I mean? But he said he'll come back. But like I said, everybody in here is mostly the people that's here all the time and close with me. So is anything that we went through tonight, like six, or anything they have any questions about, and that's what I did want to ask him. What you just said, six, I wanted to ask him. I think he's up there. Just wanted to ask him what's kept him focused from all the stuff that we've been through. But we'll get it another time. But again, I thank all of y'all for coming through, and we'll get them next time. But I guess I'm pretty sure the friendly's probably gonna set up shop in a few minutes, and that's what we'll be doing for the rest of tonight. Hopefully, he also has a talented family. Also, I should be soon enough catch his son also does music, and we're gonna catch up and give him an interview soon enough as well. So for now, y'all, thank y'all for being here. You know, love is love. Everybody take care of themselves. Put a smile on a stranger's face tomorrow if you can, and take care of yourself. And Sydney, I need my tomatoes faster than you can think. All right, everybody else, we just made history together. Got to get it right, baby. And we out.